What is going on at Standard Bank, or did Afriforum lie to us all? Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to News in 5. I'm your host, Joe Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. And just a reminder, for those of you who want to support the channel, please consider becoming a member to this channel. More details can be found on the join button under this video. There are some perks if you become a member, so please consider it. All right, so with that out of the way, what is going on? All right, so those of you who watch this channel frequently will remember maybe a video that I did recently on the EFF and Afriforum, where Afriforum allegedly exposed some fraudulent documents, specifically proof of payment documents. You can get all that information on the video linked in the description below. Now, it turns out Standard Bank has responded to this and has even gone so far as to have a meeting with Afriforum. Now, before I get into all that, I think it's important to understand how we even got here in the first place. And from what I can gather, it all started from this tweet. It's a tweet from Daniel Eloff. Shout out to Daniel Eloff. The EFF has once again made a generous contribution of $320,000 to Afriforum. Here's a closer look at the proof of payments. One is for $163,000 and the next one is just over $153,000. Everything looks all right at first glance. But then it was this individual, Kaya, who noticed something. He said, "Congratulations to Afriforum. Just one point of clarification. I noticed the proof of payment lists the directors of Standard Bank at the bottom. However, that board list is completely outdated. One of them left in 2015. His replacement also left, amongst others, in your proof of payment." So then naturally Afriforum conducts an investigation. What's also very interesting is that Kaya wasn't the only person who saw that these Standard Bank proof of payments looked suspicious.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
So then Afriforum contacts the Standard Bank Fraud Center of Excellence Client Experience Onboarding Team, and they agree that the below are fraudulent and the emails look legit. So naturally, this is what prompted Afriforum to then release their press release and accuse EFF of allegedly doctoring the proof of payments and all that stuff. And a lot of media outlets have no reason to question the situation. It all looks fair. And then Standard Bank releases this statement. Standard Bank is aware of media reports referencing various disputes proof of payment relating to the EFF. Standard Bank confirms that these documentations circulating in the media, whilst on an outdated template, reflects genuine transactions, which are not fraudulent. Standard Bank denies having confirmed that any proofs of payment in relation to transactions were doctored. But there's a little problem with that statement because Afriforum never said that the transactions were fraudulent. No. They admit, and Daniel Eloff responded to a lot of people saying that the funds still reflected. Standard Bank goes on to say that the matter relates to an erroneous response by Standard Bank to a query from Afriforum. We are investigating the inaccurate communication and will be engaging Afriforum to gain clarity on the circumstances that led to the error. We take the matter very seriously and apologize to the EFF, save for confirming that all transactions queried by Afriforum with Standard Bank are genuine. Standard Bank is not in a position to comment any further due to client confidentiality. Once again, the transactions were never part of the question here. But regardless, time goes on, and here's where we get to the meeting with Afriforum and Standard Bank. Standard Bank Afriforum meeting. Standard Bank can confirm that it had a constructive engagement with Afriforum on Saturday. Senior representatives from both organizations met to discuss recent statements relating to transaction documents regarding payments by EFF to Afriforum. Standard Bank clarified that an email was sent to Afriforum confirming that certain documents were fraudulent. Okay, that's actually kind of important. So Standard Bank acknowledges that there really was an email. So that email from the fraudulent department is real. The Standard Bank has now confirmed that. However, this was due to a misunderstanding regarding the type of document that was presented by Afriforum for verification. Standard Bank has apologized to Afriforum for the miscommunication and erroneous response. Okay, so Standard Bank is basically trying to say that they misunderstood what Afriforum was asking?
I doubt that.
This is probably the most important part. This situation highlighted that the bank used outdated templates in isolated incidents and has committed to rectifying this. So what does this mean? They're trying to say that in some isolated incidences, they use an outdated template. Huh? That doesn't make any sense, because usually what you would do is you would upload a template to your system at the back end, right? So that way, anytime a proof of payment goes out, it's the same proof of payment every time, same looking one, has the same information. The only thing that's going to change is the transaction details, right? But apparently Standard Bank doesn't do that.
Right.
And it would seem that Afriforum has taken down their press release, because if you try and go to it now, it says this page can't be found. And I only point this out because, well, clearly Afriforum realized that there was a mistake or a miscommunication and took the press release down. Even Kali Krail had this to say. Standard Bank has apologized to Afriforum for the erroneous email they sent to our lawyers stating that certain documents regarding Julius Malema and the EFF payments to Afriforum were fraudulent. With this new turn of events, Afriforum hereby update our previous communication in this regard by confirming that Standard Bank informed us that the documents in respect of payments of 316,000 Rand Afriforum received from Malema and the EFF were not fraudulent in any way. We accept Standard Bank's explanation, and then he leaves a link to the meeting. All right, so this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this, because to be honest, this all sounds very fishy to me. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just being honest. A little bit of a tinfoil hat is going to come on now, because I don't completely buy Standard Bank's explanation.
Very suspicious.
Who knows why Standard Bank felt like it had to immediately start quieting this story down. Maybe they were threatened by the EFF, allegedly. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. So who knows, maybe Standard Bank is scared of the EFF. Anyway, it's still unclear if Afriforum is going to investigate this or not. As usual, I will keep a close eye on this story, but I'd really like to know your thoughts on this story. What do you think about all this? Do you think Standard Bank is hiding something? Do you think Afriforum made a big mistake? Let me know your thoughts. I'd really like to hear from you. Also, if you enjoyed this content, you might enjoy these videos. Don't forget to leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way, and also consider becoming a member to this channel. Promise you, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. There's a lot of perks. Again, all the information on the join button below. And with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I will see you at the next one. Cheers.